Hey, this is Overpass Insights. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now, today I want to talk about the importance of crash reporting. Okay, so today I'm coming to you from London. I'm in a park near Tottenham Court Road. I came into London this morning to have lunch with a friend. It was really nice, and just thought, I'll stop and chat with you guys. Now, the thing is today, dude, man, I'm super tired. I was up until 3 o'clock this morning dealing with an app crash. And so when I used to work in London, when I used to work at Canary Wharf, not in this area, but around the Canary Wharf area, I used to have high pressure situations where some system would go down. There'd be some issue, like, get called in the middle of the night. Well, very rare I got called in the middle of the night, but it happened from time to time. But a lot of times it's just like you pull in those late night hours. Like, there have been times where I spent the night in the office just because something wasn't working and we just could not figure out what it was. But my life is a lot easier now. I don't have those kind of situations anymore. I'm like, I'm pretty chill, man. I'm relaxed, put an app out, it just, minor, increments, whatever. So, so yesterday I released a version of an app for a client, and it was fine. Everything was tested. I tested everything, on my device. I tested everything on multiple devices actually, and it went live and everything like that. So it was a phased release though. So it was like, you could do this on App Store and on Google Play. You have to do it manually. Release to 10%, then up to 20%, all this stuff. But on App Store, you can actually do it, like roll it out over a 7-day period. So that's what I did. So thank goodness. Because, so basically, end of the day, I went to the gym last night, and went to a class at the gym, and then I got home, and I was just gonna have a nice quiet night at home, and then I noticed a bunch of crashes coming through on Slack. So, luckily we put, we don't use Crash Analytics, but we use App Center Crash Diagnostics. And so I could see these crashes coming through, and it was just a couple. It wasn't a lot, but it was only it was on the new version. So I downloaded the version, not the one that, I didn't build it and then put it directly on my device, but I downloaded it from the App Store. And sure enough, there was this crash on this one feature of the app. So, and the thing is, it was only happening in release builds. It was so annoying because I couldn't just run it on my device. Basically, I was in a case of building it, uploading it to test flight, waiting for test flight to process it, and then trying it again. And then, it's crashing again and again. And it was the crash logs weren't really telling me anything very, very useful. They were telling me something, but everything was in Stack Overflow. So it was 3 o'clock this morning that I finally got to bed. But it was one of those things where it was live. It was for a client. Luckily, only one user besides myself was affected by this crash. But it was good to do. It was one of those things where it's every so often you have those things as a developer where you have to, burn the midnight oil, actually do something because you have something that's actually urgent. Now, on the plus side, luckily, there was crash analytics in there. So we had some analytics so I could see where the crash was happening, but not just crash analytics, because in the past, I've had apps that have started to crash and I didn't know about it because I didn't check the analytics console. I wasn't getting notifications, everything like that. So we got tied in with Slack and all this kind of stuff. So it was like something I was able to respond to within a couple of hours. And it took me, 5 hours of trial and error to figure out what it actually was. But it was something that was able to leap on and get in front of before anybody left any bad reviews, anybody was adversely affected in any way, and get that expedited Apple review through. It was only happening on iPhone. It wasn't happening on Android. It was just a bizarre one. It was so hard to figure out what it was, right? In the past, I used to, when I do my own apps, a lot of times, I wouldn't find out there was a crash or an issue until somebody complained about it. It was in the reviews, right? And that was back in the old days. And I know some people are still like that. You put an app out there and you don't find out until you get that first bad review that it's not working on every single device. It's something to think about. For you guys, if you're not using any Crashlytics or or if you're on Xamarin using App Center, which is really, really good for crash reporting, you need to get something like in there. But not just where it goes someplace, you can check the stack trace logs and all this kind of stuff. You need something where you get notifications so you can respond to that immediately before anybody leaves any bad reviews. So anyway, it was a very rare high pressure situation for me last night. I'm exhausted today, but enjoying this bleak gray day in London. And I'm about to head back home here pretty soon. Anyway, hope you guys having a great day. Hope you're having a great week. That is it for today. I'll talk to you next time.